Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Tuesday, January 14th, 2020. It is actually not a bad day here today. And so we're going to talk about a couple things, okay? So we're going to get on that in a minute, but I wanted to check real quick because I haven't even looked since this morning. Since it is actually a sunny day, let's see what we are bringing in with power. Now that the days are starting to get a little bit longer. Alright, let's see. Not great power again today. I don't know what's going on with that. It was a little overcast earlier. We're at 1.3 altogether. It is about 2 in the afternoon right now. The weather's been really kind of strange, obviously. We've talked about that a little bit, but anyway, but right at the moment, it's pretty sunny at the moment. Let's take a look over here. The sun is over there, but you can see the panels are getting full sunlight. So, interesting. Actually, we gotta go back real quick. We gotta look at something. Out of curiosity. I'm always wondering about stuff and curious. But I just want to see what we're bringing in at the moment. The problem is, and we're going to talk about this in a moment too. Alright, let's see. Yeah, this is not bringing in a ton of power. This side's only bringing in like 60 watts at the moment, and that's only bringing in 130 watts. So that's part of the problem too. It's just not bringing in enough at the moment because, well, the sun is just, we got to get the longer days in play. So, alright, a couple things to discuss. I have been, since I got back from my trip from vacation, the last couple of days I have been in a very, very weird funk. I'm trying to kick myself in the butt and get out of it. But it's weird. It's like, I got to tell you what, we talk about phases of life, okay? So we all go through different phases of our life. And so I'm in a weird new phase of my life, as a lot of you know. My children are not with me anymore because my daughter is in college. I mean, obviously she comes home when she's on break, and over the summer she will be home, of course. But my son decided when he turned 18 to move in with his mother, just because they're very much alike. They have the same kind of mindset with a lot of different things, and he's always been mom's boy. Always been mom's boy. So, but anyway, so I'm in this weird new phase, and it's kind of cool in some ways. In other ways, it's like, really, it's a very difficult adjustment. I'm going to be honest with you, because for the last 18 years of my life, my entire focus has been on my children, and so when you go from that kind of responsibility, that you have to be very responsible, of course. Your wants and needs are not first. Somebody else's needs and wants are first. So, I'm in that new strange transition again to now it's back to the focus is on whatever I want. Now, don't get me wrong. My children will always have wants and needs. I still see my kids all the time, obviously. That's never going to change. But the change from where I was to, the responsibilities to now, it's a different phase. So it's put me in this little weird funk, which I will kick myself in the behind and get out of it. So there's plenty to do. I got plenty of things to focus on. But it's weird how the transitions of your life, I mean, I look at my children that are now 18, and they're just starting a new phase of their life, because it's like they've gone from, we're kids and we have, just got to go to school and, and that type of thing, to now, my daughter is, stepped out into the world. Eddie's still kind of, he's just doing his thing, with mom instead of being here. But, Heather stepped out into the world. She's in college now. So she's starting that phase of her life where, she's discovering herself. She has freedoms that she didn't have before because, she was with me and, and I was a protective dad. And so now all of a sudden she's a young lady. She's an adult, and she can go and do what she wants to do when she wants to do it and doesn't have to ask permission. I'll always be concerned for my daughter. I'm not going to lie. you know, and my son, of course, as well. But my daughter being a female in our society today, you know, you have to make sure that they're safe. But anyway, so she's starting that phase. Then the phase after college or whatnot, you know, then you have to go out and get a job. And a lot of us go right from high school to that responsibility of getting a job. And, you know, and then you look at getting married and having children, and you get to that phase, and then it goes to the next phase. Well, I'm at that phase in between now where I don't consider myself old, because I'll never consider myself old, but I'm at that phase where I'm in that transition to where, you know, you have your elderly folks. And when I think elderly, what do I think as far as elderly goes, okay? It's hard to put a number on it because I believe realistically it's a mindset. So if you have the right mindset, you're never old. But, you know, your body starts breaking down a little bit. You start having some health issues and those type of things. So you're looking at, you know, your 70s is when things really start to change physically for you a lot of times. So I'm in that in-between phase of that now. So I'm actually in a good spot in my life where, you know, I relatively have pretty good health. You know, I'm a little overweight, but I'm not like obesely overweight. And so it's a weird phase of my life. But so that's where we're kind of at. I'm in that weird transition, and I'm trying to adjust to that transition. And like I said, I have a tremendous amount of things here to keep me busy and keep me occupied. I think one of the next focuses is going to be on right here, getting another load of gravel in here. And there's Mr. Abel. So anyway, we're in that transition where we're gonna get another load of gravel brought in here. Okay, build this area up first. That's going to be, that's exactly what I'm going to actually be doing next. I'm going to be calling them and having that delivered. They can bring it right in through here, dump it here, and then I'll spread that out. Once that is done, I got to get a building put in here. That's what I got to do next, because we are with talking with this company about the batteries, which we're going to be talking about that and getting that part going, that I'm going to be working with. And so we have some interesting things coming down the road as far as all that goes. So some really, really cool things coming up with that. But my next project right away is going to be right here and getting this building in, because I don't want the run to be all the way from here all the way back into the shop. I want the run to be from there. Look at it flexing with the wind. We had the other day, guys, it was 60-mile-an-hour winds. I mean, you can see the winds blowing today, but we had 60-mile-an-hour winds, and the plastic's good. No issues as far as that goes. So that was it was definitely interesting. So, but anyway, greenhouse is another story. So I hear birds in here having a ruckus. Let's go take a look, because I looked earlier and I pulled 4 eggs out earlier. So we're going to go over here really quickly and we're going to check, and there's puppies. Okay, so listen, so people will say to me, they're not puppies anymore, they're dogs, they're full-grown dogs. There'll be 2 in October, or no, March. Hey, no jumping. There'll be 2 in March, but they're always going to be my puppies, just so you guys know. And there's the birdies. There's all the birdies. What's going on, girls? Yeah, really? Tell me all about it. So I think today will be a good day because it's pretty sunny. So we're going to go back here and we're going to take a look. See how, look at foghorn leghorns on top of there. We get a bunch of them like to hang out on top. Alright, let's have a look and see what we got here. So anyway, guys, yeah, I've been in this weird funk, and I'm trying to pull myself out of it. And so that's, I think I hear somebody in here. So we're going to take a look and see what we got here. Oh, somebody's in the box. Is she in there? You can't lay your egg? Yeah? Look, I got to show you. What's the matter, baby? You want to lay your egg go in one of these other boxes? Yeah. Tell me about it. Alright, I'm not going to open up this other side because she's in one of the boxes. So she's actually laying an egg. And I don't want to disturb her. So we're not even going to check that yet. So they've been laying on this side a lot more. Man, she's raising Cain. She wants to get in that box where she's at. I'm sure we're going to have a good egg day. Like I said, I had 4 already this morning. So we'll end up with more. I'm sure we're going to have a really good day. I'm probably going to do a second video later, and I'll talk about that then. But yeah, like I said, trying to get myself rocking and rolling with this next phase of my life has been interesting. It's I don't know, it's a weird adjustment. So I get up and I'm like, okay, I got no responsibilities as far as kids go. What do I want to do? It's crazy. But anyway, I'm going to be having a visitor come and visit me soon, and if that person wants to be on video, they can be. If they choose not to be, they don't have to be. But and I'll let you guys know what's going on. And I got some things I got to do with that. But anyway, so there's some interesting things coming up this year. I'm going to tell you what, I honestly believe this is going to be a very positive year. This is going to be a very productive year. There is a lot that I plan on happening this year. So it's going to be interesting in a good way, in a really good way. So it's just getting through, like today's a gorgeous day. I mean, it's in the 40s today. Obviously, I'm walking around here in a t-shirt, as you can see, but it's in the 40s, and so it's really nice. It's sunny, and we got one more really nice day, and then the weather is going to turn back to crap. So, but yeah, so like right now, I mean, here we are, middle of January. As you can see, I'm going to pan this around. Middle of January with no snow, so that's a good thing. But here's Mr. Abe. So I got to tell you what happened to poor Mr. Abe here. What happened, baby? So you see he's got his collar on. He had a reaction to the last collar, and they were a knockoff collar that we had bought, and it made him raw under his neck and stuff. So when I put the collar on him, I put it on looser than the other cats. Well, what ended up happening was he took a paw and put his paw through the collar, so he had like one leg through the collar. So I had to get his leg back out through there, and I had to tighten up the collar for him. And so, I mean, it's not too tight, but I didn't want to have it super tight on him. Yes, I know, I hear you. Want to go in? So I'll show you here. I can get a finger through there, see? So it's not too tight, but he's not having that reaction like he did with the other one. So he's good. And I'm keeping an eye on it. Somebody had made a comment that their dog had neurological problems with the Sleralto collars. I've used them in the past, and if you buy from the store, not the knockoff stuff online, you can get the cheaper stuff. Doesn't work right. It's not the same. If you buy the true Sleralto collars, I have not personally had any problems with them with my animals, and I watch my animals, as you guys know, like a hawk. The dogs are fine. They got their collars on, and the cats are all doing well. So nobody's acting weird or strange. They're just acting like they normally do. So anyway, guys, I am going to jump off here from now. I got a couple things I want to do today. I got some running around to do, but I want to get this video up for you. I'll probably do another video later, but I don't even have a fire going right now. It's too nice. But anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. So please bear with me with this funk. I will kick myself out of it, I promise. It's just been a very weird couple of days. I don't even know how to explain it. I just don't know how to explain it. It's just been a weird, funky, weird couple of days. But I got to tell you what, I got to turn this around and show you this again. I love, love, love how this turned out with the staining. We did the skirting first, and then, with the dark roof, and that's why we went with the color on the base. And then with the color on the main part of the building itself, I just think it's absolutely beautiful. It came out perfect. I did want to point out, too, we've had quite a bit of snow and ice and stuff already this year. The gutters are staying up this year. I, as you can see, reinforced the crap out of everything. and we have not had the gutters come down this year. So that's a first, right? So that's a good thing. But yeah, so anyway, guys, I'm going to jump off here. I'm talking too long. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you're having a great day. Remember, guys, we are all in this together. That is important to remember. Also, remember to hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day, tomorrow's not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. Also, remember, guys, STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from getting there is you, okay? I hope everybody's having a great day. I will talk to you all later. Prepper Nurse 1 out for